Hello everyone, my name is Josh, and for today we're gonna be tackling about mitigating and coping with hazard within your community. So let's start. So first, what is geological hazard? So a geologic hazard is an example of extreme natural event in the crust of the earth that pose a threat to life and property. For example, we have earthquake, volcanic eruption, tsunamis or tidal waves, and landslide. Next, what is hydrometeorological hazard? A hydrometeorological hazard process is a process of phenomenon of atmospheric, hydrometeorological, or oceanographic nature that may cause loss of life, injury, or other health impacts, property damage, loss of livelihoods and services, social and economic disruption, or environment damage. Next, we have what are the possible hazards that may happen in the event of different geological processes such as earthquake, volcanic eruption, and landslide? So, we have here earthquake can cause liquefaction in soils, earths and tsunamis. Volcanic eruption can cause lava flows, ash fall. Lahars landslide can cause rock falls or slides. Debris flows, mud flows, floods can cause inundation and erosion. Next, we have, among the mentioned geological processes above, which one causes the most hazard in your community? In our community, we have landslide because I think it is somehow happening in our community and it causes rock falls or slide debris flows, mud flows, floods, inundation, and erosion. You guys, what geological processes causes the most hazard in your community? Comment down below your answers. Next, what are the practical ways of coping with the geological hazard in your community? Well, I suggest stay away from windows, tall furniture, and light fixtures. Shattered glass or heavy object might hurt you. If you're outdoors, go to an open area, away from building, trees, lights, and line. If you're in a vehicle, pour over to a safe place, avoiding anything that can collapse. Next, what kind of human activities speed up or trigger the geological hazard in your community? So, in our community, we have clear cutting, mining, acquiring bad agricultural practices, and construction activities. Comment down below the human activities speed up and trigger the geological hazard in your community. Next, we have what are the ways that can mitigate or help lessen the occurrences of geological hazard in your community. So, we have enforcement of building codes and good construction practices, early warning system, construction of physical protection barriers, network escape routes and safe places, and community preparedness and awareness building. Next, what are the possible hazards that may happen in the wake of different hydrometeorological phenomena such as tropical cyclones, monsoon, floods, and tornadoes or So we have tropical cyclones and the southwest monsoon may bring heavy rainfall and strong winds. They may cause massive flooding and landslide. Tropical cyclone can also cause storm surges and along coastal areas. Among the hydrometeorological phenomena mentioned above, which one causes the most hazard in your community? In our community, as you can see in the picture, tropical cyclones and southwest monsoon. It may bring heavy rainfall and strong winds. Most of it is happening in other areas. So, what are the practical ways of coping with the hydrometeorological hazard in your community? Just make sure you have an adequate supply of non-perishable food and clean water at home. If you live in other places or in a path of cyclone or monsoon, close all doors and windows. Check your drainage system at home. An efficient drainage system will lessen the chance of flooding and leaks. So, what kind of human activities speed up or trigger the marine and coastal hazard in your community? In our community, we have beach nourishment and sand removal. What yours, guys? You must comment it on the comment section below. Next, we have what are the ways that can mitigate or help lessen the occurrence of the hydrometeorological hazard in your community. So, frequently listen to weather reports. Charge up emergency lights, electronic communication device such as cell phone, power banks. There is a high probability of power outage due to strong winds and heavy rainfall. Identify a safe area for evacuation. What are the possible hazards that may happen in the event of different marine and coastal processes such as wave, tide, sea level changes, coastal movement, and storm surges? So, coastal communities are vulnerable to such as catastrophic events or hurricanes, tropical storms, and tsunamis, and even the flooding and high winds associated with smaller and less intense storms can present major dangers to those living along with coast. Hazard can bring a heavily populated areas of the ocean edges. We also have here, among the coastal processes mentioned above, which one causes in your community, most hazard causes in your community. So as you can see in the picture, we have landslide, caused flooding from storm tide. We have overtopping river floods, especially for those who are close in the river areas and sea areas. Next, what are the practical ways of coping with the marine and coastal hazard in your community? So we have beach dewatering, construction of buildings and safe distance from water, ban of mining activities, and maintaining plant cover should do. So, what are the ways that can mitigate or help lessen the occurrences of marine coastal hazard in the community? So, we can help by doing the right things and also not doing the things that may affect our community, and not just our community but also us. So, before I end this presentation, I would like to add the additional, which is awareness, education, preparedness, and prediction and warning system can reduce the destructive impact of national disasters on communities. Mitigation measures such as adoption of zoning, land uses, practices, and building codes are needed. However, to prevent or reduce actual damage from hazard. And last, hazard mitigation planning reduces the risk of people and property and reduces the cost of recovering from a disaster. Hazard mitigation can help communities becoming more sustainable and disaster resistant by focusing on effort to the hazard disaster prone areas and identifying an appropriate mitigation actions. So this is the reference that we talk that from the information that we tackle about. So that's all for this presentation, everyone. Hope you learned something to this, and that's all. Goodbye.